Okay. Well,
It-
go ahead.
no,
No? Okay. So
got nothing.
okay. The other thing I put on here was I think Gerard Mayo or Alex Van Pelt or Bob Kraft or Joe Biden or somebody made the right call by having Jacoby Brissett start the season,
Agreed.
and we're going to watch him get the crap kicked
Yes. Sacrificial lamb,
or
100%.
watch him run around in the backfield and run out of bounds before some 350-pound behemoth falls on him and jumps up and down and acts like he's never done this before. But I think that was a right call. I think Drake May, as much as he wants to be the guy, he needs to watch.
Yes.
And matter of fact, I don't know if you saw the thing, Tom Brady, everyone's ears perk.
Yeah, right.
Everyone's ears perk
Ooh,
up.
is he here?
No, he's not here. Tom, come right out.
Oh, my God.
Oh, just kidding. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here it is. Tom Brady, ladies and gentlemen. No, Tom said that the best thing he ever did was he won a season behind Drew Bledsoe.
Yes, absolutely.
You
Yeah. And you can look at what happened with Mac Jones.
yeah.
He was out there his rookie year. He's tearing up the track, but it's like a rookie in baseball. Eventually the league catches up.
Yep.
And then you had the mess that was Matt Patricia as offensive coordinator or whatever that was. And, I don't, anything that we did with Mac Jones, we should not do with Drake May.
I totally agree with that. Stephen?
Beth, that was a really good point about Matt Patricia. I mean, that is a fish out of water. Like,
real.
what was he doing coaching the offense? I mean, just because you're buddies with Belichick and you're smart doesn't make you a professional offensive coordinator.
Don't forget
Sorry.
he was a rocket scientist. Don't forget that.
Well, I forgot that. You're right. He was.
It's still, but to your point, it doesn't matter. He was horrible. They were horrible.
Yep.
They didn't have an offense to start with. And then throw him in there as the coach leading the offense. It's like, oh my gosh. They were set doomed for failure.
We should not do.
So
Yeah, Belichick wasn't going to have anybody who he wasn't buddies with, and that's all there was to it.
Yep. No, I totally agree. The offensive line, I put UGG help.
Yeah,
So,
it's bad,
It's-
especially because they have injuries
yeah.
to the
Verdarian
guys
Lowe.
and Sidey Sow.
Yep.
I hope I'm saying that right. Today,
City.
He didn't practice.
Yeah.
So again, we end up with good old number 77, Chukwuma Okorafor. I think I'm saying that right. Probably going to be playing left tackle.
Didn't they acquire him from
Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh? Okay.
scrap heap.
Yeah, from the scrap.
Right. And
Okay.
there's various free agents out there on other team scrap heaps they could bring in, but it would be nice to draft somebody, especially on the left side.
Well, I mean, your dad and I had conversations about this last week about Caden Wallace, the young kid from Penn State. Your dad was getting all technical with how great his feet are and how great his
Hey.
hands are. That's when Steven said, Bob, you're a real coach.
He is. You can't be the daughter of an offensive line coach and not have heard it's where the game is played.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. That and
You
the John
sounded
Hanna
just
rant.
like him.
I have them memorized.
You know what? It's going to be a long season, but just like we said with the Red Sox, maybe they'll make it interesting. I don't know how they're going to interesting. Stephen, you said 1 win. Beth, you said 6 or 7, which makes you the eternal optimist
Sure.
of the group. And I said 3. I don't know how many Bobs figured they were going to win, but it doesn't matter because they're not going anywhere.
But I ultimately, in the big picture, in the long view, I have way more hope about the Patriots than the Red Sox because I think there's a Patriots owner that cares, and that's more than I can say about the Red Sox.
Well, the Red Sox owner cares. He just doesn't care
He cares
about the
counting his
record.
money.
He cares about
right,
the money.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, the Patriots owner cares about winning football
Right.
games.
Bob Kraft, he bought the team as a fan.
Yep.
He is a fan. You know, we can argue about what happened with Belichick and, you know, why Tom Brady left and all this stuff, but it doesn't really matter. You know, Bob Kraft is a fan,
Yeah.
and
And he's not off trying to buy, other
another
professional
franchise,
sports
right.
teams. He's not diversified, I mean, it's just a totally different business model at this point for those two teams. So, I believe that Bob Kraft is going to invest in players more than I believe John Henry will.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And I think John Henry's already showed that he's not gonna.
Right.
They're not gonna.
Yeah.
It's all guys that were, you know, the last player to make Team X or Team Y. And hopefully, you know, that player shows enough. Like Rob Refsnyder's a perfect example. And I like the guy, but, you know, he shouldn't be a starting outfielder. He should be a fourth or fifth outfielder.
Yep.
As
Quadruple
a
A
former
guys.
outfielder, you got anything on that?
Let's move on to a happier topic, whatever that is.
Okay. All right.
See, I can be Debbie Downer. I'm not just the eternal optimist.
You're doing just great. Well, the next thing on my list, with about 6.5 minutes left here, is the Celtics. And the first thing I put on my list was Lonnie Walker IV. So I have a question for both of you. Who the hell? Who was Lonnie Walker the first, second, and third?
That's my question.
I don't know who that person is.
I didn't even bother to Google this.
No, so I just remember watching the playoffs last year, this kid coming in for the Lakers and shooting the lights out, which I guess in Joe Mazzulla's scheme, it's all about the three. It's all about bombs. You know, where is Connor Henry when you need him? Where's Terry Durod? Pete Maravich, may he rest in peace, would have been the ultimate, like, ninth guy on this team to come in and just shoot bombs from Steph Curry length. But so I put on here, he's supposedly fighting for the final roster spot, but that's 12 guys. How much time is he actually going to get?
Right.
Not very much.
I mean, who was the 12th guy on any former previous Celtics teams? Who knows, right?
So I named a couple: Connor Henry, Terry Durod. You'd see those guys.
See, I didn't even know who you were talking about.
Oh man, cousin Steve, I was hoping you had something because I'm Celtics adjacent at best. I'm all the way into the Patriots and the Red Sox, but I hear some Celtics news, in passing. But
Well, the only other things I had on here was a little Jason Tatum and Olympics talk. There you go. We had it. We're done.
yeah,
And then Kristaps Porzingis. I hope he's healthy. I hope his calf is healed, his legs are better, and he can go a full season. Because what happened last year, I mean, yeah, they won a championship, but they won it without. I mean, he came in that first game in the finals, and he was lights out. He was unbelievable.
Right.
But
They're probably unbeatable with him in the lineup.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I hope he's there. Jaylen Brown has to repeat what he did last year. Okay, and I don't know if that's possible or not.
well, the big thing for the Celtics to me is the team's for sale. I mean,
Well-
that's probably not going to make any change to this year, but that's got to be hanging over
I just hope John Henry doesn't buy
for
him.
real. Yeah.
You got any money, John?
I got a couple of quarters in the little thing where my wallet goes when I get home.
Make an offer.
Okay, I'll offer $3.75. Can you beat that?
I do want to mention Steph Curry for a second here.
Go
Did you
ahead.
guys watch the Olympics, the finals?
I saw that last game. He was unbelievable.
He was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And throwing up 3-pointers is boring, but that guy made it incredibly exciting. and he was just off the wall.
Whoa!
Hats off.
No worries, I'm late
And
too.
he's what, 37 years old? 36, 37 years old? I mean, he's
I had
past
more.
his prime as a basketball player, but
Yep.
he's fun to watch.
Haha!
Even when the
Totally.
Warriors beat the Celtics a couple years ago, I hated the guy, but
Right, but you were in awe the way he